Being from an engineering background, you must have thought, how can I get a job in the IT industry? Do I have to learn many technologies? No, not at all, guys. To enter the IT field, all you need is one strong skill. And if you like programming, there is no better option than becoming a Python developer. Ranked as #1 programming language by Statista, Python is the easiest and highly sought after skill. Even a junior Python developer can earn between 5 to 9 lakh rupees in India, whereas in the US they can grab a salary between 88,000 US dollars to 129,000 US dollars. But can you become a Python developer all by yourself? My answer would be definitely yes. And I'm not kidding. I'm pretty confident that if you follow the roadmap that we have covered in this video, you can get your first job as Python developer as early as in the next 6 months. So stay tuned right until the end. Also, don't forget to enable both the subscribe button and bell icon for Intellipaat YouTube channel. First, let's talk about why Python is the best programming language for beginners. So there are certain aspects that you must check before making a career decision, right? And the same remains true for even choosing the programming language. For instance, first thing you would wonder about is going to be, are there enough jobs available, right? Second could be, are there enough learning materials available? And mostly, I would say free resources, because I think that's what the intent for everyone has been, right? When it comes to self-learning. Now, the third important checkpoint could be, is it easy to learn that programming language? Does programming language have extensive use cases in the IT industry right now, etc.? So basically, these 4 questions we need to answer for before we go ahead and start learning the programming language. Now, let me address all these 4 questions one by one for Python programming language. First one is demand. Right now, if you go over to Google and search Python jobs available in India, you'll get to know that there are 150,000 plus jobs available on just the LinkedIn job board. If you search for the United States, the number is even more substantial, 267,000 plus jobs on LinkedIn. And imagine the demand if we consider the other job boards, right? What that means is there is high demand for Python programmers. So the checkbox #1 is ticked. Now the second one. There are plenty of learning resources available for learning Python programming. You can find millions of blogs, Python documentations, YouTube videos from where you can actually learn Python programming. Third question does not even require the answer, because Python is known for its easy to use and simple syntax. It's a language which will not give you any difficulty while learning it. Not only that, Python is widely used across different fields of IT. It's not limited to software development. With Python, you can become a data scientist, data analyst, artificial intelligence engineer, blockchain developer, automation engineer, and much more. There are hundreds of libraries available in Python which will let you do these jobs without breaking the sweat. Did you see? Python cleared all the checkboxes that we set out at the beginning. That is why we can say Python is definitely the best choice. Alright, now that we have understood why Python, let's move forward and discuss how you can learn it. I'll give you 4-step roadmap that if you follow will help you become Python developer as fast as you can. The very first step is going to be learning fundamentals of Python programming language. And let me tell you, many beginners fail at this stage itself. What they generally do is they overthink. They go online, search for how they can learn programming, watch multiple YouTube videos, read blogs, but they don't exactly do the practice. That's what renders their efforts into failure. To remove this problem from the equation, I would suggest you to use one learning resource, and while learning from there, make sure to do the hands-on practice. I would recommend you to use Intellipaat's free online Python certification course. Go over to your browser and just search for Intellipaat Python free course. Register for this course, use the content from there to learn Python programming, and at the same time start practicing. Using this tool will not only help you learn, but will also provide you with a free certification from Intellipaat. Remember, the important concepts that you need to focus on are functions, object-oriented programming, Python literals, file handling, decorators, generators, exception handling, and data structures in Python, etc. Alright, now let's move on to the second step. The first step would take somewhere around 2 months. That's enough time required to learn the fundamentals of any programming language. Once you do so, it's time you learn problem solving. See, ultimately the whole purpose of software development is to solve problems, right? So definitely to be able to become a developer, you first need to become a problem solver. I would recommend you guys to create accounts on coding platforms like HackerRank, HackerEarth, LeetCode, etc. Plan to solve 5 problems on a daily basis. Start from very basic problems and then transition into intermediate to advanced problems. Doing this will help you understand how problems can be solved with the Python programming language. Remember, this is again a learning stage. So even if you are unable to solve problems, just keep at it. Learn from solutions of other people. Visualize different methods to solve a single problem. For this phase again, we will recommend you guys to spend 2 good months. Now, once you have developed the problem solving mindset, it's time you test yourself by taking on projects. You know, just learning and developing problem solving skills is not going to get you a job. You have to solve big problems, build projects. That's why we would recommend you to participate in hackathons. Hackathons are basically the events where people quickly work together on developing small solutions. Participating in hackathons will give you some valuable lessons. First, you'll learn how to approach the problem and convert it into a project. You'll learn to work with a team. You'll get to see how other developers think about solving certain problems, and this will give you more ideas about ideating better solutions. Number 4 would be hackathons will help you build a network with budding developers or even the recruiters. This will help you in future to get recommendation or even the job. Now, once you have these things at disposal, you can identify problems on your own and build the projects. This will build your portfolio. You can dedicate the next 2 months to do this process. But besides this task, there are some supplementary tasks you will have to do. You'll have to prepare yourself for interviews, build your resume as well as LinkedIn presence, and keep on practicing the skills that you have honed. It is very essential to showcase your skills in a thorough manner. For that, you should make sure to highlight projects you have done over your resume. Also, add the GitHub repository links over to resume documents so that recruiters can check themselves what you have got to offer. Now the next thing would be building the LinkedIn presence, forming connections with people working in IT companies. If you had already participated in hackathons, you would already have some connections. Use them to get recommendations for Python developer jobs. Apply over LinkedIn to many other jobs. And in due time, you'll get interview call. But before that, you have to make sure that you are all set to clear the interview. You're confident with what you have learned, with the projects you have built, and the fundamental concepts as well. If you gain confidence, in no time you will be able to clear interviews and get the first job as Python developer for yourself. I hope you guys are clear with the Python developer roadmap that we covered for you guys in this particular video. I hope it will help you prepare better and become the Python developer in this year itself. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comment box below and we'll make sure to answer them promptly. Also, we have put up the link for Intellipaat free Python course in the description below. Make sure to visit it and get started on your journey of becoming Python developer. If you have liked what we covered in today's video, make sure to press that thumbs up button, do subscribe to the Intellipaat YouTube channel and stay tuned with us for more updates like this. Goodbye and see you in the next one.